Okay, so we are gonna start talking Sonic Free spoilers in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amy, let's go! She was there! My girl! Yes! My God, I'm so freaking out about the fact that she was there. Oh my goodness. And Metal Sonic 2, I'm so glad we got both of them. I wanted them in Sonic Free, and I'm still disappointed that they weren't in Sonic Free, like, properly. They weren't about, like, the main story and whatnot, but they were here. I finally have them. It makes me so gosh damn happy. You win, Callie. I do win. No more people telling me that Amy can't be in the movies. She's not important enough. Screw those people. She was there, and I'm so happy about that. I cannot wait for 2027. I'm once it's more like publicly talked about Amy being in this movie, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be constantly mentioning on like 2027, year of Amy Rose, baby. Amy Rose Build-A-Bear, the movie Amy. Can we talk about her design? I'm not gonna show a picture of her just because, like, copyright stuff, and like, it's very easy. If you just search up movie Amy Rose, there's spoilers all over the place. She is so adorable. She is so cute. Oh my God, I love her design so much. I know we've mainly only seen her face and her hammer because she wears like that coat, but like, I was lost in her eyes, man. I only saw her for a couple of seconds. Like, I love this girl. I don't really believe in love at first sight. I might have to change that, because even new Amy's like Rusty Rose, which I also love. When I first saw Rusty Rose, I was kind of like, on the design. It didn't immediately grab me. But once I started seeing Rusty Rose, like, oh my God, I love this Amy. I love this Amy. I love this Amy. Movie Amy, she doesn't say anything because she doesn't have a voice actress yet. And I'm really curious who's going to voice her. But like, the second I saw her, like, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And Metal Sonic, yo, I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's both of them. I'm so happy it's both of them. Oh my God, I wanted it. I wanted Amy and Metal so badly, and I want to know what's up with Metal, because there's the army of Metal Sonics and whatnot. Like, why are there so many? And like, Amy destroys them all so quickly and whatnot, and like, that makes me think like, okay, if Metal Sonics can be destroyed that easily, they must be like just casual army fodder and whatnot. Then who's leading them? And then I'm like, oh my God, it could be Neo. Neo could have a voice and whatnot, because normal Metal Sonic can't talk, but Neo can talk. And if Neo is the main villain of the next movie, oh my God, that's so cool. Because talking about the rest of the movie, not actually just like the post-credits, it did seem like this was it for Eggman. Like, this is goodbye to Jim Carrey. His goodbye to Agent Stone, when he's he's helping save the world with Shadow on the Ark. It did kind of seem like this is him fully saying goodbye. Like, this is the end of Eggman in the movie universe. Obviously, it's hard to say. It's not like Eggman couldn't survive that, because, like, obviously, if you were there for the post credits, it shows that Shadow survives the incident. No spoilers, no shock there, I should say. So you could just have, like, Shadow saved Eggman as well, you know? Like, he saved himself, he also saved Eggman, he chaos controlled them both out of there. And while we don't see Eggman in the post credits, like, you could very much say, like, yeah, he's still alive. We don't know what's happened to him, but, for me, it did really saying this was goodbye to Dr. Eggman. It's going to be Black Doom. So I guess I'll move on to something else in terms of discussion. What was people's thoughts? What was people's thoughts about Shadow being full-on alien? Because in the movie universe, he is not created by Professor Gerald. While Professor Gerald overlooks the experiments and whatnot, Shadow apparently was a part of a meteorite that fell to Earth, and he was a creature found within the meteorite. Yeah, spoilers for those who, I know some people are here that don't really care about spoilers and whatnot, but yeah, no, this movie Shadow was a creature found in a meteorite that fell to Earth 50 years ago. It was an interesting take. Yeah, no, it was, that kind of took me for a loop when it's like, wait, he's not made? Like, Gerald didn't make him? Like, he was a part of it, but he didn't make him? I thought that was interesting. It didn't really change too much and whatnot, and technically it can kind of lead to like more like original stories for this version of the character, because like, okay, if Shadow is an alien and he fell to Earth, where did he come from? And my guess, if they ever want to do anything with the black arms, like that's a whole goddamn other subject. I like how Gerald just went poof. He got poked up the ass by a supersonic quill by Eggman and then just got obliterated. Like, you see Gerald full on die. You do not see Maria die. She does not get shot. It's an explosion and whatnot. You don't really get an idea exactly how, like, you don't see anything. You just see a gun hit like a barrel of explosion. There's a big light, and when it comes to, like, she's on the ground and whatnot. So I think one thing that I will talk about, because I was very much under the impression, and I'll give the movie credit on this. I stood by that the only one who could redeem Shadow is Amy, and for the in terms of game stuff, I agree. It really only could have been Amy. I think the movie made it work because Sonic is the one that redeems Shadow, because Sonic kind of goes through, he kind of almost is becoming Shadow himself, because for those who, saw the movie, or those who didn't, because who don't care about spoilers, Tom gets really badly hurt at a point in the movie, and when that happens, Sonic goes full on, I want revenge. And he dismisses Knuckles and Tails and whatnot, and he gets the Master Emerald, so he gets all the Chaos Emeralds, and he fights Shadow as Supersonic. And there is a part where he literally Supersonic wins, and Shadow pretty much just tells him to like go on, like do it, like kill me. He points at his heart and whatnot, and Sonic stops himself. Is like, no, this is not who I am and whatnot. And I like the fact that, like, talked about, like, Sonic has dealt with loss in this universe before because he lost a Long Claw. And it's like, okay, I'll accept that as, like, a way to help kind of redeem Shadow and whatnot. I think it also works because this Shadow is not, like, I don't know why, this Shadow felt a lot more innocent or whatnot. There's something kind of sweet about this Shadow. Did anyone else also get that? Like, yes, he's angry and whatnot, but like, he kind of seemed like a lost puppy in some ways and whatnot. It was handled well. It was handled very, very well. I got the same vibe. Like, he cracked a couple of jokes. He did. Also, motherfucking, when Knuckles started, so for context for those who might not have seen the movie, when Sonic is like, I need the Master Emerald and whatnot, and Knuckles is like, Knuckles didn't want to be a part of it, but he did tell like Sonic where it is, that it was guarded by his most like fearless warrior, and it was fucking Wade Whipple, and he's playing hockey with the Master Emerald. And I love that Sonic comes in, he's incredibly pissed off, and he just pretty much takes the emerald and bam, he's gone. Like, Wade Whipple is in that movie for about 10 seconds. And I was like, I got so scared when Wade showed up. I was like, no! But he's literally only there for 10 seconds. And that's actually generally a thing with the humans in this movie, is like, I think in 1 and 2, the humans have too much screen time. Obviously in 1 it's kind of hard because they literally only have Sonic and Eggman. I think this movie did so much better in terms of balancing, like, you mainly spend time with Sonic characters, and the only main other humans to really get noticeable screen time is just Tom and Maddie, and like, yeah, they're the mom and dad of this universe, so, you know, it makes sense that they would get that kind of screen time. I think Tails was handled a lot better in this movie than 2. I also agree in that, because Tails feels like he gets that like 1 or 2 scenes in the second one, and then he gets just thrown in a box for the rest of the movie. Tails in this one feels on par to Knuckles. Like, Tails and Knuckles, they're usually together, Tails and Knuckles. They feel very equal in terms of how much screen time they got. Like, obviously Sonic got a little bit more. If I was to complain anything about screen time, it's like, I think the Eggmans had a little bit too much screen time, and I still stand by, I wish Gerald was done by another actor. Not to say that Jim Carrey didn't do a good job, he did. I just kind of wish there was, I wish there was like a different kind of personality he could bounce off rather than just he's acting with himself and whatnot. I think Gerald was handled. I was really worried about Gerald because they kept on posting that Christmas bit and like, that's not fudging Gerald. And while it technically is Gerald in that, it's them playing like virtual reality games while waiting to fly to a destination, so it's kind of over the top and silly. It's like, okay, at least that's not just happening in the movie out of nowhere and whatnot. Like, it kind of makes sense in the context. They're just doing dumb VR stuff while waiting for their crab thing to get to London. I don't like the dance scene or the mantis scene. The biggest issue with the dance scene is the music just sucked. While this movie is definitely the best in terms they've done in terms of doing proper Sonic music references, like there was you hear Eggman's theme for his ringtone. You had the Sonic Free Act Clear jingle. Obviously, Live and Learn does play, and that was pretty cool. I still wish there was just a bit more Sonic music references in this movie. It's still really lackluster on that, and I still think that's one area where the Mario movie completely just destroyed the Sonic movies. It's better. It is definitely better. But it's still like, oh, just give me more, man. Lean into it more. But it's an improvement. And overall, the music is really good. I just could not give a damn to whatever that music that the two Eggmans were dancing to. It's just like, okay. Like, honestly, it's impressive. Like, it looks so good because it is technically him dancing with himself. And, like, there's that part where, like, he's clinged onto him and whatnot. Like, that looks generally visually very impressive. I have no idea how they did that, but it's very cool. And I really do enjoy the fact that there is no memes, there's no flossing, there's no fart jokes. Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 feel like family movies with Sonic in it. This feels like a Sonic movie. And if they can keep this up, I am so excited for Sonic 3, especially because, yes, Amy Rose is gonna be a main character. You know what really gets me excited for Sonic 3? With all the other post-credits, right? With Tails appearing in Green Hills, like, far, far away, and then, like, the reveal of Shadow in the tube in Sonic 2, all of those post-credits happen far away from, like, the current ongoing story, far away from Sonic. Sonic 4 literally has to open with the post-credits. It cannot. Because Sonic literally sees Amy. The movie ends with Sonic and Amy literally about to talk to each other. They're literally about to interact, and the movie ends. So we're probably going to see that scene again with the Metal Sonics and Amy. And I think that's really cool because that way you can kind of watch Sonic 3 and Sonic 4 as like one super long movie. Cause I think of all the Amy merch you're gonna get. Oh god, movie Amy figures. I hope she gets a Build-A-Bear plushie. Sonic 3 Part 2, yeah, no, you can kind of think of it that way. I think Amy looks amazing. I'm not really comfortable showing a picture of what she looks like. It's very easy to find what she looks like, but she kind of a little bit like Obi-Wan. We only got to see her hammer in her face because her whole body is just covered in cloaks and whatnot. But she is adorable. And one thing I really liked at her, because I've looked at her a fair while because I have an image of her. I love that. So Amy, as you see on my plushie, right? She has like those free front quills and whatnot. Movie Amy has like 9 front quills, and it's like this big poofy bowl on her head. And I'm just like, I want to just put my hand on her head and just go. I want to ruffle her fur or whatnot. It looks so cute, man. It's such an adorable design. I really like it. It looks poofy. It looks very, very poofy. The idea that Metal Sonic could also be a time traveler is really cool, because when Metal Sonic shows up, it is kind of Terminator, right? Like, he just kind of... I don't remember if it was like a bubble that he pops on in or whatnot, but he just kind of pops up in the background. Like, he doesn't pop out a ring, he just spawns in or whatnot, and there's a bit of electricity. We do not see how Amy shows up. Amy just pops up to save Sonic's ass, but we don't know if she came in through like time travel stuff. We don't know if she came in through a ring. We really got nothing, and by God, I'm gonna have to live off people making continuations of that scene at the moment, man. Like I'm so hungry. We've never really get to see a new version of Sonic and a new version of Amy interact for the first time, and I'm very excited for that. And I do hope that Amy is bubbly. I understand if Amy comes in, she's very serious and whatnot, probably like a bit more like, you know, she's here on a mission, she's here to do stuff. But I hope there's like some scenes of maybe, if this Amy is not used to Earth's custom, like she gets shown a little bit of Earth's custom and like she starts to freak out like, oh my god, what's this? This is amazing. Oh my god, oh, this food tastes incredible. Whatnot, and just like hyper, like all over the place, like freaking out about like cool Earth culture and whatnot. I think that'd be a really cute way to kind of show more of Amy Rose's bubbly side. And obviously, yes, I want her to have feelings for Sonic. And I want Sonic, like the usual, like where there's hints of him having feelings and whatnot. I mean, literally, as Evan Stanley has pointed out with the games, in terms of Sonic Team's current stance of it, is that they both have feelings for each other, but Sonic's not quite ready for that kind of relationship yet, and Amy understands that and respects that. So I do hope there's like a little bit of, you know, cute little fun Amy moments, maybe a little flirt here and there. She discovers ice cream? Oh my god. Yes. She just discovers strawberry ice cream, and then she just, bam, eats like a whole tub instantly. Just num 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 num. That'd be really, really cute. A cheek smooch on the big screen, I will die. Like, I will actually die. Like, oh my god, I will explode. My heart will just go boop. The movie was really, really good, and I hope more and more people get Hi Nux. I hope more and more people get a chance to watch it. I'm very satisfied, and I just want more. I really want more because like next movie is kind of the Amy and Metal Sonic movie, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see it, man. I really can, and I really hope it's Neo Metal. Cause could you imagine like if Neo Metal is the villain of the next one, right? End it with Metal Overlord. That'd be so sick. That'd be so cool. And maybe they might even be able to do, like, as lame as it is, like, the whole bubble thing from Sonic Heroes, like, maybe, like, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy can get a bit of Chaos Emerald power as well, so they can, like, fly around and also be involved with the fight against, like, Metal Overlord if they go that direction, because that would be so sick, man. I want to see everyone involved in the final battle. I really want to see everyone involved in the final battle, and I'm really hoping for Neo Metal, man. Because, like, if you have a Metal Sonic army, who's controlling them? And, like, I don't like the idea of Metal Sonic being that weak, but if they're just, like, you know, replicas or, you know, weaker units, but because Neo Metal exists and, like, he's the proper Metal Sonic, I will accept that, you know? That'd be really, really cool. I walked out of the theater and said, oh shit, they're doing Heroes. I bet Callie screamed so fucking loud. I love the amount of people that have commented on my post about me seeing the movie. Like, I think I just heard an earthquake. Come on, I heard like a weird, like, loud noise in the middle of the night. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z Abridged with like Vegeta screaming. It's literally me, but my screams have somehow managed to go, you know, across the planet. Maybe even through time. And I'm glad, because I've been watching, like, people have been posting the post-credits on YouTube, like, they're posting theater reactions to her. It warms my heart. It warms my heart so much to hear everyone scream of excitement seeing her pop up. Because my theater did that as well. I was loud. I've never been that loud in a theater before. Oh god, I was a little embarrassed afterwards, but I was very much whoa! Having other people cheer along with me, and we all clapped at the end after the Amy scene, and it's like, oh my god, it was really, really cool. It made me happy. It warmed my heart. I still wish she was more properly in the third one, but what has happened has happened. They did a really good job on the movie, and I've now been promised, don't worry, Callie, Amy is coming, and I'm so glad she is. I know I said it already, but I love the Sonic franchise. I love it so much. I think you can see by the fact that I got this background paid for. I have Sonic and Amy in my, you know, on my VTuber model. This franchise and this world means so much to me, and overall, I've had a pleasant experience with the fan base. Me wanting Amy Rose to be in the movie universe, I got some of the most hate I've ever experienced being a Sonic fan for wanting Amy in the movie universe. Some really bad stuff. Stuff I won't mention on stream because it's kind of dark, it's kind of messed up. And it just... having all these people saying, no, she shouldn't be there. No, she won't push the plot along. No, I want it to be this character. No, we don't need female characters. Was so tiring and heart-wrenching and just mentally exhausting. So to have that, no, she is important. She is going to push the plot forward. And seeing my girl on the big screen, just it really meant the world to me. Like, I don't think I would have been able to take just like... I'm glad they showed both of them. If it's just Metal Sonic who showed up at the post-credits, I would have been very much like, okay, well, there's a good chance Amy shows up. You gotta have Amy and Metal, right? You gotta have Amy and Metal. I'm so glad they announced them both. And it's like, I cannot wait for this next movie, and I'm so happy to see so many people love that she was there, and I love that she was there. We won, Callie! We fudging did, doodles! Metal Sonic and Amy Rose fans are eating. It's good to see the good old, you know, brother and sis, technically. They were made by the same person. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. I cannot wait for all the Metal Sonic and Amy Rose content in about 2 years. It's goddamn. Goddamn. Now we wait until 2027 to see if Silver there. So I'd love to see Silver there, Emerald. Please don't get me wrong. When I say, like, you know, I had to deal with people, like, really being angry at me and, like, begging for Silver, it wasn't the fact that I was against Silver being there, but I was never going to agree with the idea that Silver should be there before Amy Rose. I personally still think Amy Rose should have been there before Shadow, but that's neither here or there now. It's happened. We move on. And hey, she's coming. And technically, she did also appear in the movie. So, you know, she's only there for 5 seconds. But by God, that 5-second Amy Rose in this movie is the best part of cinema I've ever experienced in my life. I'll just go take a nap. Wake me up when Sonic Movie 4 is out. Yo, dude, it'll save. Finally, the year of Amy. I mean, I'd be down. I'd be down. A lot of people say year 2023 was the year of Amy. While it was definitely a good year for Amy, it was technically more of the year of the team of the main 4. But Amy's now being really pushed for the main 4, so it kind of felt more like her year. But it was also a really good year for Tails. It was a good year for Knuckles, and it was a good year for Amy. And it was just a good year for Sonic in general. Sonic stuff has just been popping off ever since Sonic Frontiers, in my personal opinion. Ever since we've gotten Frontiers, it's been hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And I hope they keep this momentum up. I cannot wait for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That's going to be a lot of fun. It makes me really happy seeing a franchise that I love so much that I obviously have to admit it's been in the gutter sometimes. Like we've had some really bad moments, but you know, it's more about what you do currently than worry constantly what's in the past. And currently, Sonic Team's hitting it big. Shadow Gens is an absolute incredible game. Frontiers is amazing. I know Superstars is not everyone's cup of tea, but I love Superstars. And as someone who speedruns 2D Sonic games, Superstars is my favorite. Dream Team's great. And I just hope they keep this momentum, keep on going forward in terms of games, comics, movies. I'm really... It's silly to be proud of, you know, a company, but I'm really proud of Sonic Team. I'm really proud of Sega, and I can't wait for more Sonic the Hedgehog content. Give me Amy Rose. Please inject movie Amy into my veins, please. Inject her into my veins. It's not silly. Shut the fuck up. I know. It's just sometimes I realize, wow, Callie, you're 31. What the heck? You're 31 and you're still obsessed with a blue and pink hedgehog. I don't think that's changing anytime soon. I love these two.